The Life of Zoroaster by Zarathustra Behram, page 38. Story of the coming of Azar, Khurdad, and Azar, Kashasp, and the Ameshaspands, Bahman, and Ardbehisht to the Shah, Gushtasp. When the lamp which lights up the whole world was kindled, and the face of day was disclosed from the east, the King of Kings took his seat on a throne of gold, a crown being on his head of gold and jewels. Zarathustra came before the Shah. He offered praise and went into the court. When the tribunal of the Shah had eat a short time, the keeper of the gate came in with haste. He said, "At the door are the 4 horsemen, armed as from the battle. Each resembles a moving mountain, clothed in mail, and their horses buckled with steel. Horsemen like these saw I never. With the glory of God and the weapons of war, through fear of them, I fled. With difficulty, I escaped into the palace. The King of Kings, what may this be?" he said to Zarathustra. "What means this?" He had scarcely finished the word when 4 horsemen came in, clothed in green and in full armor, raising their spears before the king. Terrible and dreadful were they in pomp and majesty. Like 4 mountains they advanced to the throne. One was Bahman, and another Ardbehisht, sent by God from paradise, and with them Azar, Khurdad, and Azar, Kashasp, each of them mounted on a steed. They said to Gushtasp, "O prince, we 4 are messengers to you. God says, have you care of Zarathustra, support and do not desert him, since you have received from him the true faith and from his commandment the law of the statutes. Remember all his words, and keep your soul from the breath of hell. Never afflict Zarathustra, and cast not your own body in peril, since you have received from Zarathustra the wish of your heart. Turn not the rein from his government, since it is I who believe. I have sent Zarathustra, and have given the world to be subject to him." When the Shah observed their words, from dread he fell down from his throne. His understanding left his body, and his senses deserted his heart. He became dumb, and his eyes and ears became void. When his senses returned to him a little, he cried, "Oh, have mercy, O God of mercies. I am least of all thy servants. My loins are girded to observe thy commandments." When they heard his answer, in one moment the horseman departed like an arrow from a bow. All the host of the Shah collected and formed ranks round his bed. His body shook with fear like a willow. He wondered at that matter and remained astonished when Gushtasp rose from his seat. He went before Zarathustra to beg his intercession. He said, "Your commandment is on my life. Thy life is to me like the command of God. My body, life, and possessions are thy sacrifice by the command of God, the Lord of majesty." Zarathustra said, "Fear not, since your affairs are prosperous. I have asked your desire of God. You shall see presently how I have managed it."